According to Wikipedia, over half of the world's wealth is controlled by the top 1%, and the top third basically controls the rest. Why is this true? And what can you and I do about it so that we can get in that top 30%? Let's dive in to the Rich Playbook. This is Money Habits. I'm your host, Dr. Stephanie Aldrich, and I like to talk about habits and money that can help improve your life. If you're new to the channel and like the video, please hit the subscribe button down below and stay till the end so you too can learn how to build wealth like the 1%. So, today we're going to talk about the Rich Playbook, 6 rules of investing for massive wealth. This is what the ultra wealthy do. And there are things in here that you and I can do too so that we can build our own wealth, take care of our family, and reach financial independence. The first one, which to me is probably the most important thing you can do, is you got to invest in yourself. Yeah, Steph, blah, blah, blah. I know you've heard this before, but okay, what does that actually mean? It means that it's time to up your skills. It's time to get better at sales. It's time to become a better communicator. Everyone's in sales. Businesses run on profits that come from selling the products and services to people in exchange for money, right? Duh, that's how the economic cycles work. So everything is sales and everything is a people's game. So you and we've got to get better at dealing with other people. Not everyone's going to like you. Not everybody likes me. Not everyone is going to be interested in your product or service. But this doesn't mean that you can't try to make a connection with someone or anyone that comes across your path. But one true fact is that everyone is a buyer. It might not be today. It might not be your product or service, but everyone buys. One of the best people that I've trained with that can help you up your sales game is a guy named Grant Cardone. You've probably heard of him. He's Mr. 10X and, all about massive action and whatever. But he does have a training program called Cardone University. And he trains people on phone skills, follow up, getting your message right, and how to meet your goals and beyond. So I don't know anyone in this space that does it better. So look into that if you need to make more sales. I use a lot of techniques of his in my own dental practice. Now, you might not think that a dentist would be in sales, but we definitely are. No one likes to go to the dentist to begin with, and especially if they tell you that something's wrong, even though you're not feeling any pain or anything that's different. It's easy to sell everyone on fixing something when they're in pain, but it's a whole other thing to sell them when they're not feeling any pain and everything's feeling okay. And I've developed strategies that help us with that and those circumstances. When you're a good salesperson and a good communicator, you'll give yourself more opportunities to make a sale and put some food on the table. When you're making more sales, you're bringing home more money that you can save and invest for your future. It's very important to work on these skills to increase your income and your investments. The next one is invest regularly. Rich people know the power of compound interest. Now, you can be on both sides of compound interest. You can pay it through credit cards, car loans, or mortgages. Or you can be on the other side of it through investing. Investing in stocks is an easy way to compound your growth. Over time, your investments make a profit, and if you reinvest your profits into more shares, now your profits are making money, and then you just repeat. so on and so forth. Money making money. That's the rich game. This is how I've built my wealth. Some investments I leave into the area to reinvest and grow, while others I take the profits and invest in other things, usually other sectors of the market to help me diversify my investments. So, for instance, I usually invest in real estate through a syndicator. They do all the work, and I pull my money with other investors, and I get a monthly check. Now, this particular company doesn't have a reinvestment program, so I collect that money monthly, and nope, I don't spend it. No, 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 no. What I do is I am disciplined with my money. I collect it and invest it in both private equity and medical debt. What that does is it helps to give me a broader range of investment areas to invest in. They're all taxed differently and they all pay different rates of cash flow. But every week when I get my paycheck, I put aside a certain amount of money to invest with. Then, when I have enough money to meet their quota, I pull the trigger and invest. It's a beautiful thing to see my money growing each and every week. Invest early, invest regularly, and you'll see your money grow too. The next one is you got to leverage finance psychology. Investing is just numbers, it's just money. Money is neutral, but has strong emotions behind it. That's what finance psychology is all about. Rich people don't get upset about money. They win and they lose, but they win more than they lose. And they've already figured out the risk they're going to take, and they take it. They understand psychological biases like overconfidence, herd behavior, and loss aversion, but they invest anyways. They don't listen to their broke dad or their friend who still lives in his mother's basement. They educate themselves on investing and make rational investment decisions, not only making them more money over time, but helping them to avoid costly mistakes that other people make that can hinder their wealth creation. They control their emotions and avoid impulsive decisions when the markets go down. They don't sell. In fact, they often buy more when the markets go on sale. That's all a drop in prices. Don't you want to buy a sweater when it goes on sale? Any woman on the planet does. Investing is the same way. Buy more when it's on sale because America, even with the stupid political decisions and killing wars, will still keep going. Will still improve technology. Science will still discover breakthroughs. Industry will still improve our daily lives, and wealthy people invest in those improvements so they can share in the profits. Invest logically and make educated decisions. Save the emotion for your personal life. This is business, this is money, and business and money needs a clear head to make logical decisions. The next one is focus on capital preservation. Like, what the heck is that? What does that mean? Capital preservation means, and I quote from Warren Buffett, don't lose money. This means that rich people do everything in their power to not lose money. They invest in things that are safe. They're not following that kitten guy that keeps making the GameStop stock go up and down. That's not sound financial behavior. Sound money principles include things like single and multifamily real estate, mom and pop local businesses, strip malls, franchises, index funds, private equity and credit, storage, mobile homes. None of these things are exciting, but all of them make you super rich. Being rich means that you have skills in one area. Get a mentor that's super rich in that area and learn from the best. Then do what they do. It's a simple formula. But don't put any money into anything that you don't know about because you'll be breaking rule number 1. Don't lose money. You need to build a solid foundation of money working for you so that it can build on itself with cash flow and dividends so that one day you'll be able to have enough coming in that you won't have to work for your money again. It'll be working for you. That's the name of the game. Then you can decide if the game's still worth it, if it's still fun, and you can continue to work, or you can quit working and have fun and spend your time and energy in other ways. I'll tell you, I can't wait until the day that my money tells me that I don't have to work anymore. Uh, the next one is tax efficiency. Wealthy people use different loopholes in IRS rules in order to lower their taxes. You have tax advantage accounts like traditional IRAs, Roth IRAs, SEPs, and simple IRAs. These plans can grow tax free and will be taxed when you take your money out. Real estate is a big one that has many tax advantages. The tenants pay for all the property taxes and the mortgages, but the owner gets the depreciation from wear and tear on the property, which is leveraged against their profits, thus reducing the amount of income that they pay tax on. Dividends from stocks are also taxed lower than ordinary income. They could be 0% all the way up to 20%. If you own a business, for say, you are not taxed on the profits. You're taxed on what's left over after the business deductions. You can write off a lot of the stuff, your materials, your paper and staples, your car, your rent, your phone, your utilities. Then you pay tax on whatever's left over. So there's a lot of ways that rich people avoid paying huge taxes. It's all in the IRS handbook. There's nothing devilish about this. Rich people have powerful accountants and tax attorneys that know these rules, and the rich simply play by them so that they can keep as much money as they can. No one likes to pay taxes, and there's a ton of ways to avoid doing it. But you have to play by the rules or you go to jail. Okay, I know there was supposed to be only 5 ways in this video, but I couldn't help myself. So here's a bonus way that you've probably heard before, but I don't know if you actually do what they're talking about. And that is, oops, wrong way, diversify. They don't just own stocks in one industry and then another industry and then bonds and so forth. They own all sorts of different categories, like I mentioned earlier in this video. They own businesses in different areas. They own stocks. They own different types of real estate. They get into energy companies. They invest in private deals. They diversify their money. So if one sector isn't doing well, they probably have 5 other ones that are doing great and making money for them and kind of making more than the other ones losing. They also don't just invest in the US. They invest in other geographic areas to spread their risk and capture global growth opportunities. So, as you can see, rich people aren't evil. They don't cheat the system. They just know the rules better and use them to provide wealth and create it. So, guess what? You and I can do the same thing so we can build our own nest eggs too. The rich follow different rules because they know what they are. The general public don't know the rules, so they do what their broke friends and relatives do, and they stay broke too. Do what the rich do, and you'll be rich too. So that's it for the show today. Thanks for watching. What did you learn from being uh, following the rich book today? Let me know down in the comments. And until next time, this is Money Habit.